Good evening and welcome. This is Kyron James, Councillor for the Mayaro Electoral District. As I mentioned before, this is just an attempt to keep in contact with my Burgesses and by extension everyone else that basically follows me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram and all these other mediums of social media. I just see a boy wearing heavy green. For those of you who know, no, it's not the ILP green. This is the color of the Guaya United Football team. Right, Guaya United is one of the, well actually it was the past, or we are still the past champions in the Super League. We beat real people. Just came from a game down at the Mayaro Recreation Ground where we played Malabar FC. No wait, we destroyed Malabar FC. We won the game 3-2. So I just want to first of all say congratulations to the team, congratulations to the players, congratulations to the management team. We started off 2 goals down. Everybody was worried, oh gosh, what's going to happen? And being the very strong and dedicated team that we are, we came back and we scored 3 goals, therefore winning the game. I just want to warn all teams that are coming down to the Newlands Recreation Ground. That ground is a 3-goal recreation ground. We have to score at least 3 goals. So if you're going up by 2, which you did, and you feel that you're safe, Guaya United is going to come back. So congratulations to the team. The captain, Ryan Fry Stewart, aka Fry Dry, team manager, Mr. Jameson Riggs, and Mr. McComey, the new coach, and everyone else, congratulations, and to the fans. It's always so good to see the people of Mayaro and Guaya come out to support the Guaya United team. It's a Sunday evening event that we all look forward to, whether it's a home game or whether we have to go on the outside. So it's definitely something that we enjoyed today, and what made it even better was the win that we actually came home with this afternoon. This evening, I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the issues that have been, I don't want to say plaguing, but we have been facing within the Mayaro area, and also by extension, Cocal Mafikin. The Cocal Mafikin councillor is Mr. Andy Mirage, and he's one of my comrades at the Mayaro Regional Corporation. Recently, a lot of people have been coming to us both asking about, and it's so fitting that we're talking about this today because I want to kind of drill down on sport and youth. They've been asking us for updates pertaining to the Mayaro Recreation Ground and as well in Andy's area, the Mafikin Recreation Ground. I can't comment too much on the Mafikin Recreation Ground because really and truly that's within his electoral district. But I want to give an update to the people of my electoral district, Mayaro Guaya, about some of the plans that were always in the works, but nothing really seemed to materialize based on it. Anyone that knows the Mayaro Recreation Ground knows that ground, we refer to that ground as the acre, the full acre, because that has to be one of the biggest recreation grounds that we have in the country. Sad to say, a lot of things that are needed at that recreation ground is lacking, right? We have been promised, and I know a lot of you are going to say, oh gosh, they don't hear nothing but promises. But we have been promised by our MP, Mr. Winston Gypsy Peters, that ground is going to be the site for a mini stadium. Now, for the longest while, I have been hearing that, and by extension, the people of the community. And I mean, when you look at the facility that we have there now, it's nothing less than tragic, right? It's just basically an open field with a netball court, a basketball court, and some goalposts. I can't even talk about the cricket nets because those nets have been in disrepair, and nothing has been really going on with that ground. Now, that ground is under the Mayaro Regional Corporation, and yes, it falls under my jurisdiction. But one of the challenges that I've been facing, especially with that ground, is that nothing can't be done because of the promise that was made by the MP for this big stadium, or this mini stadium. I've been asking for simple things like lights, the possibility of putting in some exercise equipment because it's a pretty large area. And everything basically is on hold until the MP decides on what is actually going to happen. In our last Youth and Sport Committee meeting at the corporation, I brought up the fact that ground is in disrepair and we needed to find out what is going to be done, what is planned for that area. And the chairman of that group, one of the aldermen, she had promised that she is going to contact the MP to give us an idea of what is going to be done so we know how to move forward. Sad to say, I'm not really hoping for much to come out of that, nothing more than more promises. But at the end of the day, I felt it necessary to give my Burgesses, give them an idea that it's not that we're sleeping on the job, or more importantly, it's not that I am sleeping on the job. It's just it's difficult for me to do anything or plan anything direct with that facility or that area until the plans for the stadium or lack thereof are revealed to us. So bear with me. I know it's frustrating. We utilize that ground on a daily basis. We have the Illusion Football Club. They've been carrying on their Illusion International Football Club. They've been carrying on their football league in collaboration with BP, and in addition to some of the other recreation grounds in the area like Ottawa and I believe Mafiken, right? So it is an area that we utilize heavily, but there's so much more that can come from the proper setup, so to speak, of that area. Right? We have a lot of talented sportsmen and women that came from this area. Peter Alfred, Cleopatra Borrell, Kyron James. Nah, just joking. But really and truly, we have a lot of people that use this ground, used this ground to try to home in on their relevant disciplines. So the mere fact that there's no facility as well as programs to help the people monopolize on their skills or zone in on their skills, it's really and truly a tragedy. Right? We have young men right now, young men and women who are actually engaging themselves in track and field. And there's nothing at the recreation ground to help nurture that. So I am going to continue with that fight. I'm going to continue asking. I'm going to continue to ask the tough questions, and really and truly lobby on behalf of the people of Mayaro to see something positive done with the Mayaro Recreation Ground. I also want to take this time to congratulate and also to highlight the Mayaro Netball League, also sponsored by BP, that kicked off last week Sunday, I believe, and it started off with a ceremony, and there was a game between the UTT netballers, I think they'll be under 19, and a combined team of players from Mayaro. And I must say that UTT, they came out, started to warm up, they're looking like they're gonna put some strain on us. And lo and behold, at the end of it all, the players from the Mayaro combined team were very successful. So congratulations to the team, congratulations to the Mayaro Netball League, and as always, congratulations to BP, and thank you to BP for always willing to give, always willing to give back to our community. And finally, I would like to say thank you to a very good friend of mine, Ms. Chantel Moses. Ms. Chantel Moses is the manager at Hydrotech. She assisted me in assisting an elderly lady in our community who needed to have some work done to her a step that was leading to her house, and it was actually not constructed properly, so it was kind of difficult for her when she needed to leave her home to get down to go to hospital or to clinic or whatever. And you know what was the great thing? While pleading my case and telling Chantel about this lady and what I want to do, I wasn't even able to finish what I was asking for, and she was like, yes, Kyron, yes. I just wish that some of the other corporate bodies or the corporate entities within our community could be this forthcoming with their assistance, this generous with giving their time, giving their resources, financially in some cases. Right? There are other people that help, and from time to time I always go to them because, you know, part of being a councillor kind of makes you a glorified beggar, so to speak. And these are some of the people that really makes it easier, really makes my job easier. Right? So again, Chantel, thank you very much, and I will be coming to you sometime again to beg to help somebody else, because I mean, this is the partnership I wish that we could carry on. Right? So guys, I've come to the end of our little discussion, our weekly discussion. I know last week I didn't do any. I have to apologize, but there were circumstances beyond my control. I'm going to definitely try to do it a little more often, have the conversation and whatnot, all right? Please feel free to follow me on Twitter. My handle is @KyronTheVoice. On Facebook, Councillor James, or even on Instagram, also Councillor James. Right? My office hours are Wednesdays between the hours of 5 to 7, and sometimes, depending on the rush, we even stretch it probably to 8 o'clock, but I can always be reached at those times. My telephone number is 789-3638. My office number is 391-6541. Ask for Brittany. Right, so thank you very much for allowing me into your homes, onto your laptops, your tablets, your phones. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak one-on-one with you guys. And as I said before, being the councillor, or being a councillor, has a lot to do with representation, and I can't represent efficiently unless you help me, right? So this is not a one-man job, this is a team effort, and I'm all for suggestions, I'm all for comments, I'm all for concerns, right? The more you tell me about some of your issues, the less challenging it becomes with me helping you, right? So thank you very much. See you guys next week. Have a good week ahead. Be productive, be safe, love one another, and I'll see you guys next week.